Hello and welcome into Taft Gaming, guys. So as you can see, I've been messing around on this game. So I think I've put in a total of about 10 hours, just over now. So I got a lot better idea of what I'm doing. So I'm going to give you a quick, maybe a tutorial, and a little catch up of what I can do now, or what I understand now. So this is the miner. Which we haven't got to an out of a playthrough yet, because I didn't have a clue what any of these was. So that's a smelter, which turns them into ingots. So this is your iron. And then we got a constructor. Now this basically, with different recipes, can build all these different components. So as you can see, metal plates, iron rods, screws, and copper sheets. We got wire, cable, cement. So basically it's a massive workbench, like the one we got already. But yeah, as we're opening up the game and opening up different recipes, and different foods, these last two, I still don't know what I'm doing with these two yet. I ain't that far advanced. So yeah, we moved on quite a bit. So like I said, I've put over 10 hours in now, so I sort of understand the game a little bit better. We've got a MAM, which does all biological testing and stuff like that. So basically any creatures, animals, power slugs, and different elements you find around the map. If you bring it to this machine, like I'll show you now, to this box. So I've been finding different plants, different resources and stuff. I don't even know what they are properly. Animal kills, and yeah, different, same again, resources, and you take it to that machine and it tells you what it's for, and it's basically like a technology tree. Then you can start opening up different recipes and things like that. What I can understand so far, this one is just storage I've got here, what I've been finding around the map and what I've been producing. So like I said, I've got a bit more understanding now. So I've got 3 of them constructors set up. I've got one doing plates. As you can see, there's another one there. One doing rods, and another one there, and one doing screws. This one is getting lime, and lime, is it lime? Yeah, limestone, and I will turn that into cement. These ones I got set up for biofuel, basically. So I don't know if you remember when we was picking up all the plants and we had bits of tree. So that one is the tree one, and this one's all the bits of plants, so leaves and stuff. So it goes into one of these machines, the constructor, and it gets turned into biofuel. And like I said at the beginning, so you've got 3 recipes basically. You've got one for leaves, one for wood, and then it turns it. So there's your wood one, and the leaves go exactly the same, biofuel I think they call it. And then I got a 3rd one here, which turns it into the logs, the bio logs, and they burn a hell of a lot longer and they last a hell of a lot longer. So that was one of my first productions I had set up. So everything I got set up at the moment is running off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 power, and you get 2 on the back of your hub. I'm using them 2 as well. So that literally powers all this, what I've got at the moment, which probably ain't that efficient. So I went on YouTube and I found a build for electricity, your power setup. Oh yeah, that's an elevator, something elevator. And I also got a little build over here as well, guys, which is still powered by them 5 bio burners I got, but this one's copper. So this one's set up exactly the same, but this time I got all the bits from copper. So there's the wire, there's the copper wire. So the other wire or rope is for like setting up your electricity poles and stuff like that. This one I've only just opened up. It's like a copper reel or something like that it's called. I don't even know what that's for, but I'm going to start producing it. And there's our miner. and all this is set up on the excuse me, on the little setup I had up the top, on top of the hill, the 5 electric. But it is new assemblies and constructors now, because like I said, I'm up in the levels now. I've moved up quite far, so this is the new one, and this uses 15 electricity. The ones I'm using at the moment just uses 4, so I needed to upscale my electricity, and I wasn't sure how to do that. And as you can see, I've been playing with the platforms. So yeah, that's an elevator, so that'll be opened up as we do the hub upgrades basically. Sorry guys, I'm waffling on now, but this video, yeah, it does turn into quite a long one in the end. Right, so come back to the hub, and as you can see, I've unlocked all these now. So we're at hub level 6, I think, and I'm on tier 1, tier 2 now. But like I said, I will on my playthrough, on my still playthrough on this game, I will show you how I get this as well, how I get to this stage with the sky elevator and everything. Because like I said, when I first made the video, I was literally just turned it on and I was clueless of everything. So, excuse me, so I've had to come back and do stuff off camera basically to try and learn the game, so I could show you guys. Right, so I seen a video on how to set up the perfect power plant from starting off, and it's Total X Eclipse, so I've copied this design off him basically. It's not exactly how he got it, but it's pretty close. So if you want to go and check out his video, guys, Total X Eclipse, he's on PC, but yeah, you can sort of get everything the same. Mine ain't as good looking as his, to be honest, but it's pretty damn close to how I think it should be. But yeah, I don't think it's 100%, but as you can see, the lines work and they all go to where they're supposed to. So I know it's working without turning any of them on. So this is going to be like a massive power grid basically for when I start using the different assemblers. Because yeah, like I said, they use 15 power, and I just wanted to make sure I had enough power. So I'm going to try and show you how I made this part of it, guys. But like I said, if you go on to his video, he will show you and explain things a lot better than I can. But like I said, he is on PC and I'm on PlayStation, but the mechanism's more or less the same. Right, so let's get going then. Right, so I put this up here, just so if I did want to do the bio from the very start, yeah, I left myself enough room to set it all up all on top of here basically. One of these platforms, I've built this basically off a mountain. There's no structure underneath it, but it did seem to let me build in the air, so yeah, I'm just practicing all the different things I can get away with. And yeah, I did have to, like I said, watch other people's videos to try and understand the game a little bit more. But I'm going to try and recreate this as best as I can. But like I said, if you don't want to watch this, guys, go and see the original video, because like I said, I ain't the creator of this setup. I've just copied it off someone else basically. Right, so I'm going to try and do it the best I can. Like I said, it could go wrong, but I think I've watched the video about 2 or 3 times now. And yeah, this is still an early build you can do. But yeah, give it a go, guys, because I think if I get this right, it is a really, really good setup. And as you can see, it did take a little bit of setting up, taking apart and putting back together. But I did get it in the end. So all we're using is mergers and splitters and conveyor belts basically. So when we put them together, yeah, we've got to make sure we got enough room just to sneaky put a little conveyor belt in between. It can be a little bit fiddly. But yeah, don't do what I done. I'm sure at the end I ended up missing one out. And yeah, it wasn't going to 3 of my burners, I think. So yeah, I had to reconfigure, well I didn't have to reconfigure, I just had to add a belt. Right, so we got 3 mergers I think, and 1 splitter. So now we need to add to that now. Right, like I said, you're better off watching Total X Clips, his video, because he explains it a lot better. He does go pretty fast because he's on PC, but I did manage to slow it up a little bit, and yeah, I did manage to catch what he was doing. But yeah, like I said, it did take me quite a while to figure out all this, to be honest. And just the way like the openings are as well, because as you can see, it's got 1 in and 3 out. Or it could change it to 2 in and 3 out, or you know, it could change it different ways. But sometimes clicking your button, yeah, it does change direction, so you need to be careful as well. Watch the way the arrows are going. So how I worked it out was, see the 3 like triangles or markings, they like the 3 outs on the splitters. Excuse me. So that's how I sort of worked it out in the end. But yeah, like I said, it did take a little bit of practice. I think I took it apart 2 or 3 times. But you can sort of see the layout as it's going now. So that's your main conveyor belt coming in. And yeah, we just need to split it so it goes the 3 different directions. Right, so now we need to add a couple more now. But yeah, this is what I mean. This is why I think you should go and watch his video after watching mine maybe. Hopefully you explain things a lot better. Right, so you can see all the different directions again. So long as you get the directions right, you should be okay. Right, that's another 1 in. Right, we need to try and add a belt in between where I remember. Right, put 1 in there. Right, I think we need 1 in here as well, but I can't remember. There we go, that one definitely needs 1. Right, so that one's going. So yeah, it's just remembering once you put them down to actually connect them as well with belts. Right, here's another one, that's going to go in there. Right, okay. And yeah, you will need quite a bit of resource, but like I said, this is still really early on. I think I've just done the space elevator. So yeah, we still got loads to open up and do, yeah, in the actual game. Now in this video, we had it going back on itself into that merger, just to recycle. So same as the belt speeds. I'm not sure whether you're supposed to have a 1 or a 2. Like I said, we've upgraded now, so we've got belt 1, which I'm using, but it is a belt 2 as well, or a Mark 2. For different speeds, I'm guessing. The same again, if you watch his video, you explain that a little bit better. Right, I think that's more or less it. We've got to add another 1 here, I think. Another splitter. Right, so we've got a merger, splitter, splitter, merger. Yeah, I think we need to add another 1 this way. Right, okay, bear with me guys. Right, so yeah, splitter. Right, bring that in, I think. Right, let's see if I can line that up. Oh, yeah, it does go a little bit funky sometimes. Right, there we go. And as you can see by the 3 orange like triangles on top, you can see which ways they're going. So you've got a left, a forward, and a right. Right, we need to head over into that direction with our conveyor belts, basically. So over there is where we're going to have our power plant on the one side, and then we'll have 3 sets basically, 3 sets of 5. So that's going to be like 15 basically, and that's a lot of power. What I can work out so far. The same again. It's a bit over the top for what I got at the moment, But once we start getting bigger machines and other equipment, which I haven't got that far yet, I'm guessing we're going to need this type of power, or maybe something similar and bigger. I'm not too sure yet. Like I said, I ain't that good into the game yet. Right, I might skip some of these guys. I'm just going to stick with 5, and as you can see, they're snapping as well. So if you press R1, they will snap into place right next to each other, which makes it a lot easier. Right. Last one, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yes. Right. Now it's up to you how you put these on. The same again, I'm not sure whether I followed these exactly to the letter how he showed. But how I done it seemed to work as well. So, yeah, whether I done it wrong or not, it doesn't really matter because the belts worked. And that's the main thing. Right. So we had a feature where he's something strong. There was a strong option. Like I said, he's playing on PC and the curve was perfect. So yeah, I can't quite do it on PlayStation. So yeah, same again, I don't know all the features and everything yet, but I am slowly getting it. So basically every one of these openings now, apart from one, should go to a power source. Right. So if we get one there, that'll go into that one, and the last one there will go into that one. Now he had it slightly different to how I got it. He missed one out, but I'm not sure why he did that. It might be so you can add another building or another power station later on. I'm not 100%, but like I said, check his video out, guys. He will make a lot more sense than I will probably. Right then, so that setup we need on that side and also up in front of us. Right, so I need to recreate this setup, the last 3, over there. Right, so I put everything in apart from the belts. Right, so we got another setup this side now. So exactly the same with all the splitters. Hopefully I've done it right, and the only should fit perfectly to everyone again, and we should have one spade again if I've done it right. Right, so from there to that one, I think that was just enough room, so yeah, that was more luck than judgment, to be honest. Because yeah, like I said, I'm sure these one was slightly different to how I got mine set up. Right, so we got one on the top, one on the right, and one on the left. Or we will have. Let me just connect these. So that should give us 15 power sources. Right, in there. That one in there, that one in there. Right, so everything should be connected up to all 15 power sources now. And I think they are. Right. But I think I do have a little bit of a problem. Right, now right, hang on. So, like I said, I've been making this from the start, basically. So we have got some in stock. Right, okay. So this is what I use to run all the power. Right, hang on. Now I don't actually need this now, because like I said, I've already got my production been going from the start. But if you wanted to, you could put it up on a base like this, which looks a hell of a lot better, to be honest. So I will be using foundations a lot more now, because this looks a lot better, and it's a lot easier for snapping in and judging where things are. Like I said, I don't need this now, so that's how we had it set up on this video. Right, hang on, let me think about this. Right, if I put all that back in here, I'll just use the conveyor and take it to every one of them, hopefully. Right, so we had a conveyor to this, my storage for all the bio. Hopefully clicking onto there. Bush. Right, there we go. So hopefully, as long as I haven't missed anything, every one of them building. Well, I don't like the way that's clipping through there, but as you can see it will clip through stuff, but yeah, it doesn't look very nice. Right, that looks better. Right, okay, so it is going to work so far, as long as it goes to every building, because that's what the whole thing is all about, is to be automated, so I don't have to keep grabbing one or two handfuls and going to every building basically to put biofuel in. So these are the logs, so I'd recommend to get onto the logs as quick as possible. But like I said, there could be better stuff out there, but I ain't that far into the game yet. It's just still very, very early. Right. Right, that's not working properly. Right, I'm missing 3. Right, then I'll go in there, I'll go in. Ooh, yeah, I'm missing the last 3. So, I think I got a conveyor belt I probably haven't put in. Let me just make sure, give it time to do a cycle. Yeah, so it's going to all the others. And they're just all going to stock up now till they get 200 in each. Right, so the last 3, so I've missed a conveyor. Right, there's one in that one. It's this one. There it is. There's one missing. Hey ho. So like I said, you're better off doing it once you connect them, guys. Now that should give me my last 3 now. Right, that one's working. That one's working. That one's working. Yeah, as you can see, all these are working fine. Let's go back to these. Yes. So yeah, I did miss one out. But there we go, guys. That's the full setup. And yeah, I'm so glad I found this, because this is going to save me so much time. But all I need to do now is turn all these off or put them on standby, because I'm not using the power from them yet. So I don't want them producing power at the moment. So this should be the last one, and there we go, perfect setup. So like I said, go and check out Total X clips, and yeah, and see the build properly. But as you can see, this is my setup for making the bio, which was quite easy, to be honest, once I worked out all the different things. It did take me a while to suss everything out. Like I said, you've seen my first video, hopefully, and you've seen how much of a stumble bum I was. Didn't have a clue what I was doing, anything. But yeah, after watching 1-2 videos and working out things for myself, then yeah, I got to this stage now. So I will continue my playthrough, but now I know what I'm doing, so that's going to help me a hell of a lot more. Happy days. But yeah, this is a perfect setup. So same again, guys, sorry for keep going on, but go and check this video out, Total X clips. Just got to put the power poles in now, and this will all be ready to go for when I get my big machinery. Thanks for your time as always, guys, much appreciated. Bye.